Are you a motorhead? If yes, you've come to the right place. There are nearly 7.9 billion people on this planet, and nearly half the world happens to be a car enthusiasts, including you. Isn't that amazing? While you happen to be a motorhead, you are probably familiar with Chip Foose. Yes, we are talking about the legendary Chip Foose, a brilliant automobile designer, artist, and a motoring TV personality. Now you know who we are talking about. Do watch this video till the end to know everything there is to know about Chip Foose. Also, get a sneak peek inside Chip Foose's garage. But first, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for more exciting updates. Born and raised in Santa Barbara, California, Chip Foose is a 58-year-old living legend among millions of car fanatics worldwide. Foose's name is in fact one of the most recognized names in the automotive world, not just as a grease monkey, but even as an auto entrepreneur. Since most of us are familiar with his work and his Overhaulin TV show, let's get to know what happened to Chip Foose from Overhaulin, a reality TV show starring Chip Foose. Overhaulin aired on TLC between 2004 and 2008. Following the show's 4-year hiatus, it was back in October with its 6th season airing on Velocity and Discovery. Likewise, Overhaulin aired until its 10th season. The last season of the show was broadcast on April 28, 2020. It is no secret that the Overhaulin is a much-loved show, having a great fan base. And why wouldn't it be? Overhaulin featured a team of expert mechanics and designers who convert ordinary, or even junky automobiles into one-of-a-kind custom rides, under the watchful eye of an auto design genius, Chip Foose. Each episode concluded with a surprise unveiling of the revamped rides, after a creative ruse gets each car into the shop. Sadly, we can't see more of Overhaulin since its last broadcast, and fans have been wondering if Chip Foose is still in business. It's a big yes. The iconic Chip Foose is still running his business, Foose Design, where he designs and builds automotive masterpieces. And now for the much-awaited part. Let's dive into Chip Foose's Cars Collection. Do you have any idea what Chip Foose's childhood was like? Bet you'll surely be jealous of it. Imagine being born to a father, Sam Foose, a self-taught car builder, and just at the age of 4, you're exposed to exotic, cool cars. Now imagine your father driving you numerous places in one of those exquisite cars and later giving you a Hot Wheels replica to play with it in his garage. And by the age of 12, you paint your first car, a Porsche 356. Wow. It would be amazing, right guys? After all, that was Chip Foose's childhood. Today, the 58-year-old Chip Foose has his own garage and cars collection. Chip Foose Design headquarters, located in Huntington Beach, California, is where he keeps his private car collection. Not to mention, Chip Foose has had everything from hot rods to classic and supercars. Let's get into some of his gorgeous cars, shall we? Chip Foose's Ford F-100. This classic custom F-100 is a family. For nearly 5 decades, the Foose family has owned this iconic custom F-100. Chip bought the truck from his father when he was 13 years old. The truck was put into storage after driving every day throughout his school years. Chip wanted to modify his truck years later but couldn't find the time to do it. Since the truck meant a lot to Chip, his father stole the truck to finish the work based on Chip's idea. Almost every vehicle panel was rebuilt and reconstructed, with the cowl sectioned and the hood receiving a slight alteration. Chip was indeed ecstatic with the outcome. Next, we have Jaguar E-Type Roadster. Smooth as it looks, this unique Jaguar E-Type took over 2.5 years to give it a refined look. It features cosmetic modifications such as headlights. They were rebuilt to include brass bezels surrounding the assembly. Also, the bodywork, grille, bumpers, and hood scoop have been redesigned, giving the E-Type a more assertive appearance. Besides, the most bizarre aspect of this classic is hidden beneath the hood. Furthermore, the V8 engine is mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. Similarly, the regular 5.3 liters V12 has been replaced by a General Motors LS3 V8. Lastly, the suspension was strengthened and upgraded braking was installed to support the muscular V8 heart. Now comes one of Chip's personal rides. 2015 Ford Mustang GT. To develop this 2015 Ford Mustang GT, Modern Muscle Design (MMD) collaborated with Foose. It is the most potent preparation for the Ford Mustang GT to date. The primary 5.0 V8 Coyote engine in the Ford Mustang GT gives 435 horsepower. However, owing to a Bama Performance 2.9-liter volumetric compressor, the output is increased to an impressive 810 horsepower, nearly double power. And we must say, the compressor is the star of the show, while a MagnaFlow competition catback exhaust adds to the power bump. Next we'll remind you of a posh trip back in time. 1935 Cadillac-Inspired Madam X. Didn't we just fall in love with its color? Madam X was born from a 1939 Cadillac 4-door 60 Special. This car was inspired by a 1935 concept by General Motors designer Art Ross. Chip Foose's Madam X has been transformed into a 2-door coupe that has been lowered, shortened, and personalized into a work of art. This absolutely gorgeous has a clean design and details, featuring a strong Corvette Gen VLT1 engine, front and rear suspension from a 6C Corvette, and 8-speed automatic transmission from a Cadillac Escalade. Madam X marks a new chapter in Foose's 30 years of design and left an indelible effect on the 2016 SEMA show after 3 decades of aesthetic progression and refining Chip's art. Would you like to ride this Madam X with Chip Foose? We say, keep manifesting. Some of our favorite rides may be mid-engine Corvettes with insane Hemi engines or classic muscle cars, but did you know about a legendary hot rod that blends everything? It's the Chip Foose's Hemisfear. Hemisfear. The Hemisfear, aka the Foose Coupe, is the car that skyrocketed Chip's career. It all started with his graduation project, as it was a Chrysler-sponsored concept, the Hemisfear. It took full 16 years for this vehicle to make it, from the original concept to a working vehicle, and 5 Hemispheres were built and produced in total. The car looked like a typical hot rod drawing. Still, it was made entirely of aluminum and featured the most incredible mid-engined Hemi layout. Hemisphere was initially introduced at the Daimler Chrysler stand as part of the presentation of the new Hemi 392 engines in 2006. The engine is shared with Dodge Challenger Superstock. Hemisphere is perhaps the most renowned Foose vehicle. It is half supercar, part custom, and part hot rod. Now we have. Why don't you guess a name that will forever be linked with luxury vehicles? Yes. It's a Cadillac. Cadillac Eldorado. There she is, glowing in that distinctive blue color. Cadillac Eldorado is the first car designed by Foose for Boyd Coddington. It was last delivered to his garage before it closed in 1998. While the front bumpers are from a 1956 Chevy Nomad, the grille is from a vintage Cadillac. Talking about the interior, it featured excellent leather, with an enlarged chrome dash. The white aluminum top is hand-shaped, and the wheels are unique creation by Mike Curtis Design. Next, we have the cutest Ford P32 Roadster. Ford P32 Roadster is Chip's personal project. It was a loving tribute to World War II fighter planes. He would always wonder what would happen if a pilot returned from the war and missed his plane so much. And this idea made Chip to build a hot rod to look like it. So Chip came up with his initial thought about P32. He couldn't modify this unique vehicle until he took a break from the Overhaulin show. Talking about the Ford P32 appearances, the airplane-style nose is made of aluminum, inspired by planes such as the P-40 Warhawk and the P-38 Lightning. What's more interesting is, the interior featured bomber seats are from an actual 817. Ford P32 is perhaps the most obviously unique Foose's custom car ever made. It is still owned by Chip Foose and can often be seen on display at his shop in Huntington Beach, California. Now comes Chevy Imposter Impala. You are probably wondering, why Imposter? It is because the 2009 Corvette C6 is hidden beneath the custom body. The imported 1965 Impala body had 14 inches reduced, including the roof, to ensure that all panels fit correctly. Moreover, the Corvette's electronics were carried over to keep the car modern, yet maintain its classic feel. The engine comes with a new supercharger exhaust and cold air intake system. Last but not least, 2006 Ford GT. Chip's wife, Lynn Foose, knows the best. This stunning 2006 Ford GT was gifted by Lynn for his 50th birthday, and Chip Foose, being Chip Foose, couldn't ignore the urge to customize it with his own hands. As a result, he modified the design, focusing on the back end by removing the bumper and trimming the frame extensions back to flush the body. Then, he drew stripes on the torso and outlined them with an orange accent. This car was completed with a set of one-piece forged GT 540 wheels, designed by Foose and wrapped in Pirelli P0 tires. And now, let's take a peek at Chip Foose's personal life. Automotive designer Chip Foose's personal life is as successful as his professional life. For over decades, he has been married to a beautiful and supportive woman, Lynn Foose. They have been together through every ups and downs in their life. The pair are blessed with 2 children, a son and a daughter. Talking about Chip Foose's net worth, he holds an estimated $20 million. He has amassed this hefty sum as a hot rod shop owner, automotive designer, fabricator, and television personality. After all, the family of 4 lives a blissful life. That brings us to the end of the video. Which is the best Chip Foose car? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button.